Hey guys, Ben Paints here, and today we're back once again for another video, and this time we're kicking off the 2024 outdoor season with the Club 73 Weekend Series. This is something that I've really been looking forward to after all the indoor karting we've been doing recently, and we are currently over in Anglia for the first round. We're at Anglia Karting Centre, really excited to get out on track for this one. Now, the format for today, we have a 10-minute practice, I believe, at the beginning, which is actually a qualifying session for the designated groups that we have been put into, followed by a 20-minute heat race on one layout, and then the results from the first race will then be reversed for the second heat, where we'll be on a different layout. So a bit of a different format for this one for the first round, a bit of a one-off compared to the rest of the season, but we will see how we get on and do in this one. But unfortunately, I don't really think GoPros are allowed at this one, so I'm going to try my best to get it on my helmet and get some footage for you guys, but if not, I will probably be doing some little catch-ups throughout the day just to let you guys know what goes on and to document it for myself as well. But if you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't already, as I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below, as it really does help me out. But without further ado, we're going to jump into some sort of footage and I'll let you guys know how we get on today. Okay then guys, so after completing the briefing, unfortunately I will not be allowed to use my GoPro for this one, so it is going to be a little bit of a talk and review session, unfortunately. But we are in a really nice area of the country. It's really quiet, really remote. We are actually in the middle of nowhere. I'm really excited to get out on track. The rain has been coming down. It's currently stopped. I believe group 4 or 5 are on track now. I'm in group 7, so I've still got a little bit of a wait to go, and I'm hoping that a dry line will emerge around the track, as a lot of people have had a lot of carnage, especially in race 2 and 3. So really excited to get into this one. I'll hop back in here after and let you guys know how the first heat of the day goes before we jump into our second reverse heat, which is also the last race of the day. So then guys, we've just finished our first heat. We qualified in 5th position. I got a little bit held up during the practice qualifying session, so started in 5th and managed to make my way up to 4th in the first couple of laps. Unfortunately, we did have a driver in front of us in 3rd position spin out into the second to last corner. I then had to avoid them by driving on the grass, which did lose us about 5 seconds, which is such a shame, as the drivers in 1st and 2nd then managed to run off into the distance. I rejoined the track in 5th, in between 4th and 5th, I believe, so didn't lose too much time, which I was quite happy with. And then I was able to just put some consistent laps in with the drying track, because it was still quite damp, but the track was beginning to dry out, and I was able to just capitalize on learning the lines a little bit better than some of the other drivers, and I managed to make my way back up into 3rd position. And at that point, that is pretty much where I managed to stay for the rest of the first race. So finishing the first race in 3rd position, really happy with this. Quite a solid result, considering that it could have gone a lot worse at the beginning of the race. But going to jump into the second race, or a second race review in a little second. But honestly, it's such a fun track. The karts are quite difficult to handle, especially in these conditions. The pedals feel a little bit strange compared to anything I'm used to. It's completely different. Very old karts. I believe they're 22 years old, but they're a lot of fun. The track is really quick, especially when you really begin to send it down the back straight, where there is a shortened sort of chicane section where most people are lifting off, but I'm just deciding to keep my foot planted as hard as I can and hoping for the best. But without further ado, I'm going to jump into the second race, which I'm going to complete now, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a review after. Okay then guys, so I'm just recording this part of the video a few days later after we have completed the event at Anglia for the first round of Club 73 this year. And honestly, I was going to record it after the race finished, but it was so dark. We had a little podium celebration, and then I just wanted to get home as quickly as possible. The weather was absolutely atrocious coming home, and I genuinely feared for my life. However, to recap the last race of the day, it was pitch black. Honestly, it was actually a little bit of a struggle to see, which is my own problem, and I really need to start bringing my clear visor along with me to some of these events. However, we started in 8th position. We were then able to make our way quite quickly through the pack up to 4th, where I found at that point that, I don't want to make this excuse, but my kart felt a little bit slower compared to some of the others, as we had one of the drivers who span off in front of us before, then was over a second a lap quicker than us throughout the rest of the race. So at this point, I think it was quite lucky that I didn't have my GoPro on, because honestly, it was the most boring footage possible. I had the 3 drivers up ahead of me just pulling away constantly, and I was matching them, and I was sort of just on my own. And then we had the driver behind us speeding up to us quite quickly, but they weren't quite quick enough to catch us near the end. Now, they were able to get up right behind us with the last couple of laps to go. However, I was just able to sit on the inside line, defend quite well, and I was able to hold on to third position come the end. No, not third, sorry. Fourth position come the end of the race. And I say third position because after we finished in third and fourth, we did in fact manage to pick ourselves up the third place overall in our group for the event. So I was really happy with that, managing to secure 20 points in the first race of the year. Obviously, if I compare this to last year, our very first race of the year, we finished in 11th place, picking up 11 points. So great start to the year, and I'm hoping to carry this on into the next round at Rye House, which I'm really excited for, as it was so much fun last year. And to looking at the Facebook group and the sort of heats already, it's going to be a 26 kart grid, and it's going to be absolute mayhem up in the A final. I'm so excited for it, and I can't wait to bring you guys that footage. However, this does in fact bring us to the end of the video. I know it's been a little bit of a lack of footage, might be a bit boring, but I just wanted to document this anyway, just because I like documenting things and making videos. So if you have enjoyed this video, can you please leave a like on it down below, as I really do appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button, as it really does help me out. But without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.